It is an IT servicing company and a fast-growing technological innovation company with services ranging from IT service infrastructure, IT support, and IoT. And ManageEngine is an international software company that has a suite of solutions on IT management solution, IT infrastructure solution, and IT operation solution, so and IT security. So ManageEngine, like I said, like we all know, is the OEM of this product. So we have 90+ suite of this solution. And why Tranta IT is a sole distributor in Nigeria, meaning that when it comes to ManageEngine in Nigeria, Tranta IT is a distributor. And this relationship has spanned over 6 years. And that has brought in the introduction of the reseller network. So we actually introduced this reseller network 3 years ago, just for us to expand the solution, expand the reach of the solution. So our focus is to ensure that every nook and cranny in Nigeria is covered with ManageEngine. So that is why we have the reseller network. So our network is going to the eastern part, northern part, and also the western part of the country. So we have very, 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 very good reach on the in the western part of this country. But we're looking at how we can spread to the northern part and the eastern part of the country. So like I said earlier, it's an IT, ManageEngine is an IT infrastructural company. So we have over 250 highly trained technicians in different enterprise industry, right? Like I speak, right, we have over 300 right now, support engineers in different enterprise industry, and are cut across 36 states in Nigeria. And also we have 99% SLA completion of all our sorts IT support contracts. Our clientele are over 24 blue chip companies. So we have very impressive customer base, which covers about 74% of the commercial banks in Nigeria. So like you can see from the my screen, these are the clients that we've actually sell this solution to. So that does implies that you can also sell to them, because we might have sold one or two solutions at the case may be, but that does not stop the partners also to reach out to this client and sell. We are present in the oil and gas industry, manufacturing industry, also in the packaging industries. Also, we have present in this in those industries, logistics, aviation, and also insurance industry. So, and also we have we are looking at how we can also ensure that we can be looking at how this solution can reach all these starters I just mentioned with the help of our partners. So that's why we introduced the reseller network. So let's fasten up to the next level, which is the our Vision 2021. So in the channel department has the vision, which was actually stated to everyone earlier this year, that we have the objective of generating a 1 billion revenue in 2021, and this 1 billion revenue is what we actually, that's our target for this year, though we are almost there. But what we do in Tranta IT is that for us to set this target, then we have to put things in place to ensure that this target are met. So that's why we have planned a series of webinar training this year in 2021. We've done series of webinar, we've done in the direct training with our partners, and also to ensure that each of these partners know the solution well, because it's what you know that you can actually give out. So our objective is to generate 1 billion revenue in 2021 to purchase, to sell to white elephant organization. So we have that objective to sell to white elephant organizations. So what I mean by the white elephant organization are those organizations that can budget at least minimum of 20 million on these solutions. We have series of those. We have couple of these organizations this year that have bought ManageEngine solution worth 50-40 million naira this year. So these are what we are looking at. So those are the companies that we feel that can give us the money. And I'm also encouraging you guys to push into this company that has good budget for IT solution, IT security, and IT servicing and IT operation management. Those are the companies that you look out for. Those are the companies that can actually spend more on this solution. And also, we in order for us to achieve this, we have the vision of training all our partners, ensure that these partners can demo at least 3 ManageEngine solutions. So, what we meant by this is for us to be able to sell this solution, we have to train those people that's going to sell it, which are the partners. So that is one of those things that we're doing right now. We want to ensure that you know this solution in total, so that you should be able to sell to your client. And also, we have created a series of webinars this year, and also we have a configuration and implementation training that's going to come up next month. So that is very key for a partner. You want to really know what more about ManageEngine. You want to do the demo yourself without the assistance of the distributor, and you also want to make more money from implementation. These are the opportunities that is wide open for you in the next year training, in the training that's going to come up in September. So what I will advise us to do is that for us to take part in this training. So the training is going to open our eyes on how we can implement this solution. And also, because we are the distributor, sometimes we are overwhelmed by more requests on implementation. So by the time we are done with this training, we actually certify some of our partners. Most of these requests that come to us on implementation can be moved or be transferred to our partner. And so meaning that you can make more money. You can make more money by implementation. So just take advantage of that. And also we are looking at moving our partnership level from bronze to silver level. So you can only move from bronze to silver level once you've sold a solution above 50 million, and also you partake in the advanced training with a certification that you can implement ManageEngine solution. So we also have an objective of penetrating the other market in the other states. So like I said earlier, we're looking at penetrating the eastern and the northern part of the country. So we've been sourcing for partners. We also encourage you to participate if you feel that you have presence in this region. You can reach out to me and we'll talk business. So these are the objectives we have for 2021. So we want you to collaborate with us to ensure that we meet up this set target. And also remember, when you sell, we are selling. So that is what it implies. Okay, so that's what we're looking at in 2021. And also we are very focused and very optimistic that these set targets that we've given to ourselves, we're going to achieve it. And also that's what we believe, and we know we can do that. Okay, so like I said, today webinar is going to be on AD solution, Active Directory. So from the name 360, meaning that we are going to create every Active Directory solution that you know about, everything that has to do with Active Directory, the AD Audit, AD Self-Service Plus, and AD Manager Plus. So we're going to dive deep into this solution. So meaning that you don't have any issue when you've attended this training on how to pitch AD 360. So my colleague here, her name is Anuika. She's going to take us through AD 360. She's one of the senior technical pre-sales engineer, and she's done implementation in more of on this solution in different companies. So she's going to dive into AD 360 and then and give us those things that we need to know about 8360. And also, like I said earlier, use the Q&A question tab to type in your question, and also you can also chat. You can also chat using the chat button to type in your chat.
Okay, thank you, Henry. Good morning, everyone. My name is Amrika Umanozi, and I'm the Senior Technical Pre-Sales Engineer for Tranta IT. So today's webinar, I'm going to show you how you can sell a D360 to your prospective clients, what you need to actually ask them before selling those solutions to them, and who to meet or who to target when selling the solution to any organizations across the nation. So like the name implies, AD360, which means Active Directory. 360 means it covers all the AD management activity, AD auditing activity, all the functionalities with respect to Active Directory. AD360 covers that. And it doesn't just, it's not just only on-premise Windows that it manages. It manages both the native on-premise Windows AD, the Office 365, your Exchange environment, and your G Suite environment. So now or recently, AD 360 is one of the most effective AD management tools that you can use to manage all your user identities, and is a solution which provides everything that an IT admin needs, all in a central console. So all those functionalities are all in a central console. You don't need to have, for managing your user identity, you don't need to have a separate application that does that. For auditing, you don't need to have a separate application that does that. All those they're all in a single solution, which is called AD360. And all those functionalities also can act as a standalone. So in terms of managing your user identity, AD Manager Plus, we have AD Manager Plus, which can act as a standalone too. For auditing, we have AD Audit Plus, which can act as a standalone too. For your password reset, we have AD Self-Service Plus. For managing all your mailboxes, we have Exchange Reporter Plus. For managing your Office 365 environment, we have Office 365 Plus. But all these applications are all embedded in one called AD360. So how can AD360 help organizations to improve or increase their productivity? What are the business values of AD360? So with AD360, you can easily increase your productivity by reducing the time that IT administrators uses in creating user identities. For instance, if you have 50 new employees in your environment, you need to create all those employees' accounts on the AD. So instead of you doing them manually, you can automate that whole process. So it increases the productivity, and it also ensures that compliance are applied, and it enforces security by auditing all the changes or all the events made on the Active Directory. So any changes that was made on the Active Directory, it will be able to give you that report, the date, the time, when and what was changed. So from there, you'll be able to know all the activities that are happening in your AD environment. And also with AD 360, it reduces the training cost. So instead of you being trained, trained on just AD Manager Plus or AD Auditing, you can be trained on just on the whole solution. So it helps in reducing the training costs. So it helps in higher return of investment and is a very affordable solution. So these are the business values of this solution, and this is what you are going to have in mind when selling this AD360 to your prospective clients. Who should you target? When selling or when you are trying to sell this application, who should you target? You should target different stakeholders such as the Chief Information Officer, the IT analysts, the IT managers, the IT auditors, and the system admins. So there are lots of questions that you need to ask. There are lots of questions that you need to ask your clients anytime you want to pitch these solutions to them or anytime you want to sell these solutions to them. So for more clarity, the reason for you asking them this question is for you to ascertain if the application is the right application for them. So one of the questions are, what kind of environment do you use? Are you using Microsoft Active Directory? Are you using Azure AD? Are you using Exchange Server? So if they are using all those, that means AD360 is the right application for them to use. How do they audit those environments? Do they do them manually? Do they need to log on to those domain controllers, to the Exchange server for them to audit them? How do you audit those servers? How do you audit those environments? In terms of password reset, how do you actually resolve password reset related help desk tickets? Do users need to always report to the IT admins anytime they have any password related help desk tickets? Do they always need to be raising a ticket with respect to that? So how do you actually manage or resolve that particular issue? Then with respect to monitoring user activities, how do you do that? Do you find it difficult to monitor user activities and prepare reports for compliance audits? Does it take you much time to provision accounts for new hires? So these are the questions you need to ask your prospective clients anytime you want to sell these applications to them. So with AD360, it makes things easy and convenient for the IT administrators, for the IT auditors, and it's also very convenient with integrations and collaborations. So with AD360, it helps you to solve all your AD management activities, your Exchange activities, your Office 365 activities. It helps you to solve any need with respect to that related to those environments. So like I have said earlier, AD360 brings everything together in a very simple console. So it helps you to manage your Active Directory environment, it helps you to manage your Exchange environment, your Office 365 environment, and your G Suite. It also helps you to secure single sign-on. So it offers a single sign-on functionality. It helps you to back up and restore objects. That is your user objects, your computers, your groups, your group policy objects, your mailboxes, your site collections, and more. And also helps you to automate and delegate tasks to technicians. Automate all those AD management activities, such as the user creation, computer creation, unlocking passwords. It helps you to automate all those AD management activities. And it is very good with auditing. It has an in-depth auditing and real-time alert functionality, which can help you to achieve compliance. So the strength of this application lies on the auditing and the management. So there are lots of reports that you can actually get using this application. A lot of reports you can get when using AD360. So what is AD360? Like I've already said, it's an integrated identity and access management solution for managing that helps you to manage your user identities, to govern access to resources, and to enforce security and ensure compliance. So it has different functionalities, and the functionalities includes the AD Manager Plus, the AD Audit Plus, AD Self-Service Plus, Exchange Reporter Plus, Office 365, and Recovery Manager Plus. The AD Manager Plus helps you to manage your user identities, helps you to create users, helps you to create your computers, helps you to create your groups and other activities, management activities that you can perform with your Active Directory. And with that, you can also automate all the process. Instead of you doing them manually, like you use on the native AD, you if you want to create a user, all you just need to do is to go to user and be creating them manually. So instead of you doing that, it helps you to create bulk users, bulk computers, and automate the process too. So another functionality of AD360 is the AD Audit Plus. So with the AD Audit Plus, it gives you the report on all the events that is happening on your AD. It will show you what was created, when that particular event was created, who created that event. So from there, you'll be able to take an informed decision, and also for you to know what is happening in your domain controllers and your endpoints that you want to audit. So another functionality is the AD Self-Service Plus. So with AD Self-Service Plus, it helps you to resolve any password-related issues. So here it is users that mostly make use of the application to resolve this need, to resolve their needs. So they don't always need to go to or involve the IT administrators or admins to always reset the password themselves. So with this application, all just they need to do is to, anytime they have any password related issues, any account issues, they just log on to it and do them themselves without the IT admin intervention. So with AD Exchange Reporter Plus, which is another functionality of AD360, you can use that to manage your mailboxes. So with that, you can be able to create mailboxes, size, monitor the mailboxes, back it up, and restore. So it helps you to manage your mail. It helps you to manage, audit your mailboxes and your mail environment. So, and it supports not just the on-premise, you can do Exchange Online, and it supports the on-premise Exchange server too. Another functionality of the AD360 is the Office 365 Manager Plus, which manages the Office 365 environment. In case if you have any, or they have any Office 365 environments, with AD360 you can also manage that. And the last functionality of AD360 is the Recovery Manager Plus. So with the Recovery Manager Plus, you'll be able to back up and restore all the user objects, all your mail objects, mailboxes, and all the object identities in your AD environment. All you just need to do is for you to back them up, and in case if anything happens to your production environment, you have something to refer to. You just go back there and restore all those user objects and identities available on the backup. So that's what AD360 is all about. So it's an integrated solution that includes all these functionalities that I just explained. And all these functionalities can actually act as a standalone application too. In case if they don't actually need all these functionalities, that they just want only one out of them, so they can just go for the individual application, the standalone application, instead of going for the AD360. That's the complete suite of the application. So from here, you can see that AD360 provides identity governance and administration, and it also provides IT compliance and security management. So how can that solve your identity governance and administrator challenges? So in this aspect, it helps you to create or manage your user lifestyle, user life cycle. That is creation of users, creation of mailboxes, creation of computers. So it helps you to create the manage user life cycle across your AD, across your Exchange environment, across your G Suite, and across your Office 365. It also helps you to automate your tasks, helps you to delegate those tasks to the technicians, helps you to delegate the tasks. It helps you to also follow a workflow. That is the process of execution. How do you actually want those tasks to be executed? It also helps you in privilege accounts and access management, and it also helps you to provide multi-factor authentications for cloud applications, and also helps you with the single sign-on functionality. So that's how you can actually solve the identity governance and administration challenges with respect to your AD environment, your Exchange environment, your G Suite, and your Office 365 environment. So with respect to the user lifecycle management, so it helps you in the 360 user provisioning. Like I've said, it helps you to create accounts for users in your AD, users in your Exchange environment, Office 365, all just from in one click. So you don't need to navigate so much on the applications for you to be able to achieve that. So the application is very easy to use. That is very explanatory. Is very explanatory. That anytime you want to perform any of the activities, you'll be able to see them there clearly and follow the instructions there, and you'll be able to create accounts for users in AD Exchange or Office 365 management. And with that also, you can also do bulk user creation using CSV imports and templates. So instead of you creating your users manually, you can actually import those users via CSV, and the users will be created automatically for you. So it does other management such as user attribute management, your group management, your SharePoint management, share permission management, and more, computer management, group management, and a lot of AD management activities. In terms of SSO, that's single sign-on, it helps you to have single sign-on for cloud applications. So you can configure single sign-on for cloud applications so that you don't always need to provide your password, your credentials anytime you want to log on to any particular application. Once you've already configured that, all you just need to do is just to click on the application you want, and it won't require any credentials for you to have access to that particular application. So it also offers multi-factor authentication. So there are lots of authentications that AD360 offers, and both supports the Windows, the Mac OS, and Linux endpoint logons, along other various applications. So it supports authentication such as YubiKey, DO security, RSA, secure ID, and the rest. So it provides multi-factor authentications for your applications. Password self-service and password sync. So what actually manages this is the AD self-service plus. So like I've already said, instead of the users always reporting to the IT admins anytime they have a password related issues, you can configure this in such a way that the users will be the one to reset the password themselves. They'll be the one to unlock those accounts. They'll be the one to unlock those accounts themselves without the IT admin intervention. So it helps you to perform self-service password reset and unlock for LDAP accounts. It helps you for self-service actions by using the multi-factor authentications and the rest. And it helps with real-time synchronizations of passwords and user accounts across multiple platforms. Platforms such as the Exchange platforms, the Office 365 platforms, and your Windows Active Directory platforms. So it also helps you with automation of all those management activities. So instead of the manual approach, you can automate the approach, and you can also delegate tasks to help to technicians. You can delegate tasks to technicians, so you can automate all those management activities from AD360. So in terms of privilege access management, it helps you to actually define the access control. It helps you to manage and monitor group of users with privilege access. You'll be able to see them. It helps you to audit all admin and users' activities, and it also helps you to manage who can access any particular file, folders, groups, and when such happened on your domain controller is going to report all those things to you. Like I've said, the strength of the application lies on the reporting, because there are lots of reports that is embedded on the application. So with AD362, you can back up all your ADs, you can back up your Exchange environments, you can back up your Office 365 objects, your mailboxes, your sites, folders, and more, all just in a single click. and you can automate all those backups to run hourly, daily, or weekly. So with this, you can be able to back up your ADs and restore them anytime, anytime you want to restore them, or anytime maybe your production environment has gone down or something happened to the production environment. With the AD360 backup, you can restore those. You can restore back your ADs, your Exchange objects, and your Office 365 objects. So how does AD360 ensure security and IT compliance? Because with AD360, it ensures your security, and it makes sure that you are compliant to the IT standards. So there are a lot of compliance standards that AD360 provides, such as the SSO, such as the HIPAA, PCI compliance standard, GDPR, and others. So there are lots of compliance reports you can generate using the AD360 application. So it also provides real-time alerts. So anytime a user or anytime an event occurs on your domain controllers, on your Exchange environment, a real-time alert will be generated and be sent to the IT administrators. From there, the IT administrator will be informed on what needs to do, or be informed and get the report on every activities that is happening on that environment. And it also helps in your AD Exchange management and Office 365 reporting. So these are the kind of reports you can actually get when you are using the AD360. So it helps you to detect any anomalous user logon. So if there's any logon activity that you think that is anomalous, or that you think that is unusual, AD360 can actually help you to get those kind of events. So it also show you the user logon activity, to show you the time when a user logged on to a particular host, to show you the time, to show you all those reports, the logon time, what was done on that particular host, what was moved, if what kind of action was performed, is it creation action or deletion action was performed. Be able to see that. It also give you the logon failures, the logon failure based on users, the user logon activity, and in terms of user management, to be able to show you the users created on the domain controllers and the rest. So there are lots of reports you can actually generate using AD360. So like I have said, it helps to also monitor the anomalies, to give you the unusual activities. Like if a user accesses a particular file more than 10 times or more than 15 times, it's going to raise that as an anomaly. Or if a user accesses a particular host beside the business hours, like if you've already configured the business hours to be 8 to 5, and the users log on before 8 o'clock or after 5 o'clock, is going to raise that as a threat. It's going to see it as an unusual activity, and to generate reports based on that. And an alert will be sent to the IT administrators because of that. So like I said, there are lots of reports you can actually get, and you can get all those alerts real time. So you can get the recently created users, the deleted users, the enabled users, disabled users. There are a lot of reports that you can get from AD360, a lot of them, because the strength of the applications lies on the reporting. A lot of reports. So in terms of compliance, so these are the compliance standards you can generate reports on: SOX, HIPAA, FISMA, GLBA, ISO, PCI, DSS. So it helps you to get the different kind of reports based on the compliance that you want to achieve. So all those have been configured on the application. All you just need to do is to select the particular compliance standard you want to generate the reports on, and that particular report will be generated for you. So how can AD360 be licensed? So since there are different functionalities or different features that AD360 have, it is being licensed for AD Manager Plus in terms of user identities. It's being licensed based on the number of domains you want to manage and the technicians. And for AD audit, if you're looking at the auditing functionality, is being licensed on the number of domain controllers, the number of member servers, workstations, file servers that you want to audit, and the number of technicians that will have access to the environment. So for AD self-service, that's the password-related functionality. If you want to make use of the application, is being licensed based on the domain users and the technicians that will manage the application. Same for Exchange Reporter Plus. For Exchange Reporter Plus, if you want to manage your Exchange environment, monitor your Exchange activities, it's being licensed based on the number of mailboxes that you want to monitor and audit. And also for the Recovery Manager Plus, in terms of backing up and restoring your backup, um, it's being licensed based on the number of domains that you want to back up, the number of mailboxes in terms of Exchange that you want to back up and restore, and the number of technicians, that is the people that have access to the environment or to the applications. How does AD360 stand out? So like I said, AD360 is the complete suite of applications that helps you to manage all your AD360 management activities and helps you to automate those processes. So it has a very consolidated dashboard. So instead of you having separate all those functionalities in a separate dashboard, it helps you to consolidate all those functionalities all in one dashboard. So from this dashboard, you'll be able to see the AD Manager Plus, you'll be able to see the AD Audit Plus, the AD Self-Service Plus, the Exchange Reporter Plus, and Office 365 Manager Plus. So everything is just consolidated on one dashboard that if you want to navigate, all you just need to do is to go to the particular functionalities that you want at that particular time, and you'll be able to see the management and the reporting features on the applications. If you look by this side, you'll be able to see the AD Manager Plus activity, AD management activity, AD report, help desk delegations, help desk reset password. You'll be able to see that. In terms of auditing, you'll be able to see the users audit report, computers audit report, groups audit report. You'll be able to see all those things all from a single dashboard. So it also has consolidated reports too. So you'll be able to get all your reports on your AD360. You'll be able to view all those reports and generate your reports. And those reports can be available in 3 formats: PDF formats, Excel formats, and CSV formats. Be able to generate all those reports from here, from the application. With respect to AD Audit Plus, all you just need to do is to go to AD Audit Plus and generate the reports. If you want the Office 365 Manager Plus reports, you just navigate to Office 365 and the reports will be able to generate the reports from there, or you can schedule the reports so that anytime a particular event or the time frame has reached, the report will be sent to your mailbox. So like I said, it has a very consolidated report. You don't actually need to be navigating up and down. All those reports are just in a one dashboard. You can just select the report you want and the report will be generated for you. So what are the benefits of AD360? It helps you to do a complete management on your ADs, that's your on-premise AD, your Exchange environment, your Office 365 environment, all from a single console. It's a plug and play application. All you just need to do is to download the application, install it on your environment, and be able to achieve all these functionalities that I've mentioned earlier. It's very, very user friendly, it's very easy to customize, and it can disable or enable any component. Component here means the functionalities. So if you don't want AD audit, you can disable it. If you don't want Exchange Reporter Plus, you can disable it. You can just make use of any of the functionalities that you want. You can enable, you can disable, you can integrate also, or remove any components that you think that you don't actually need at that particular point in time. So with this, you can be able to know how to actually meet your clients with respect to selling AD360 applications to them. you'll be able to know the right set of people, the audience you need to target when you want to sell the applications to them. And you also need to know that all those functionalities that I've mentioned earlier can actually access standalone. So you can actually access standalone. They don't actually need to get the 360 suite if they don't need all those functionalities there. They can get the individual applications, the standalone applications, to solve their needs at that particular point in time. So that's how AD360 can help you to manage your AD environment, your Exchange environment, and your Office 365 environment. Please, if you have any questions, you can drop them on the Q&A section and I'll attend to it.
All right, thank you very much, Anuika. That is well detailed. Thank you very much. Okay, so I think we actually learned what AD360 is and what solutions are in AD360. So like I told you earlier on, that we are killing 5 birds with 1 stone. So AD360 has a suite of solutions in it. We have the AD Audit and AD Self-Service, AD Manager, and Copy Manager Plus, and Estimate Reporter Plus. So those are the solutions that we have in AD360. So now, next section of this webinar has to do with our engagement process. What happens next? So how do you engage your client? As a reseller, how do you engage your client? So now you want to sell AD360 to your client. So the first thing you look at is for you to get a proposal. So we have, like I said in the last webinar, we have proposals on each of these solutions that is available. Just reach out to me, I can share all to you. We have proposal on AD360. We have proposal on each of the AD Manager, AD Audit, and AD Self-Service Plus. As the case may be, you want, just reach out to me, we get a proposal. So once you've shared your proposal to the end user, which is your client, then I believe they will have to go through the solution. They now decide if they are going for a bundle solution or the AD360, AD Self-Service, or AD Audit, or each of the standalone solution in the AD360. So by the time they've done this, then you know, okay, fine, you know what you are pitching to the client. So if you can actually recall from the slide, there are series of steps you're going to take for you to diagnose if a client needs AD360 in his environment. So once that is actually done, you can ascertain which are the solution that you're going to sell to your client. So the next engagement will now be you quoting for the commercials. And before you go ahead for the commercial, you're expected to register your opportunity. So like I said, we have the registration portal that is on our website. You go there, you register your opportunity. You're doing this just for you to be able to ensure that your deal is secured. So like we said earlier on in our engagement with the reseller, a reseller that first register an opportunity is then the owner of the opportunity. So once you know that you want to start an engagement with your client, just go to the deal registration tab on the website. Please register these deals and let me know. Immediately you register the deal, I'll get a notification from my own end, and then I can actually have that recorded on your name. So once you've done demo and you want to get a commercial or quotation for this solution, just reach out to me if you find it difficult to get the requirement of the client. So like I said, we have questionnaires slated for all solutions. So we have questionnaire on the AD360 as a bundle solution. We have questionnaire on the on the AD Audit, AD Manager, AD Self-Service as a standalone. We have questionnaire on this solution. So reach out to me, then what we do is to also share it with the client, then we'll get the best of the client's request. So once that is attained, then the next engagement is POC. So POC, we have POC for 30 days because we are very, very confident of what we sell. we ensure that the client have a test of and the use of the solution before they actually go live. So POC environment, we ensure that is done for the client so that during the POC environment, we can see if that solution has actually is meeting their requirement. And also, like I said in the last engagement, that while your client is on POC, does not mean that you just go and relax. You go and check time in time to see if the solution is actually has resolved their pain. So, and see if the other functionality they are looking at that they are not getting, or they want more additional users, as the case may be. So that's what you do while you are selling to your client. And so I believe after the POC is completed, the next engagement will be getting PO. And after PO deployment, then after deployment, the next is for you to cross-sell. So cross-sell is one of those things that is very, very vital when you are engaging your client. Why I say so is that one, you are actually selling a solution. As I said, we have 90 suites of solution. ManageEngine has 90 suites of solution. So if you've sold one solution in a client environment, it's important you looking at selling other solutions, because ManageEngine solutions are integratable. You can integrate this solution in a single console. So apart from cross-selling, you can also upsell. Upsell in the sense that you can increase the number of counts of the solution, right? You can increase the number of counts of the solution and see if, and that can actually increase your revenue per se in that anniversary year. So it's important that you own your client. That is what I'm just actually going towards. You own your client, ensure that they get the best of use of the solution. Like what we do in-house, we ensure we have a health check with our clients. So as a reseller, as a partner, you have sold to a particular client. So you don't just leave that client alone and till the next anniversary year going for the renewal. It's important for you to reach out to them. Like we do here, we reach out to our client 3 months, 6 months interval to ensure that we perform an health check on the solution to see if this solution is actually meeting the client request. It's not until you get to the point where you want to renew the account that the client will now tell you that sincerely we've not been happy over the years because of this solution we bought. So, but it's important to make that a duty for you to check, reach out to the client, get to know if they have any challenges, and see how we can resolve these challenges before we go to the anniversary where we will go for the renewal.
76, oh my God.
Okay, so like I said, we have resources available to you. We have solution books, data sheet, flyers, brochure, and the demo link on this solution. We have it available. An overview of this video, we have it. We have proposals slated for all solutions. A proposal for you to use to engage your client. We have solution selling link and deal registration portal. So all these are available on the channel department. We have it. So just reach out to me, like I said, on through my emails, channel@atlantait.com or henry.agbonze@atlantait.com. We have all these available. So if you want to engage your client, send a mail to me, reach out to me on my phone number, then I'll be glad to share these resources to you as the case may be. So reach out to us. So I'm encouraging us to take advantage of these opportunities to sell on the materials and everything that is needed. And also, if you feel that, okay, you cannot demo this solution on your own, you need the assistance of our technical personnel, reach out to me, then we'll have a fixed date with your client and see we do the demo and also engage your client as the case may be. Also, be rest assured that once we are engaging your client, we are actually keeping your clients safe for you. You understand? Because you've already registered that opportunity. And also, I want to use the opportunity to let us understand the why it is important to register the opportunity, your opportunity. The reason is this: once an opportunity is registered, it signifies that you are the sole owner of that opportunity. And you know why you've done the demo, POC, and the rest of it. The end user will want to throw out this opportunity to other vendors. So because you've registered this deal, it is very, very sure that we're going to secure that deal to you and ensure that this deal did not actually flip off your hands. So that is why it's important that you register this your opportunity so that you keep me in loop while you're engaging your client. Okay, so at this point, our next engagement is in the Q&A session. We are going to start looking at on how to reach out to all the questions and see how we resolve it. So also, like I said, use the Q&A session to drop in your question and also your chat while we attend to the questions that we have currently. Okay, so at this point, I will need the collaboration from you, Amaka. So kindly look at the questions that we have on our chat here from Mr. Bonnie.
Yes, okay, from Mr. Bonnie, he's asking if the application show how an event occurred. So it's going to show you what actually happened. So any event that is on the Active Directory or the domain controller, that's what it's going to report to you. So it's going to show you when a particular event occurred, that is the time the event occurred, what actually happened, and who actually performed that event. So it's going to show you that with the AD audit functionality. So another question is, can it automatically detect inactive users in the AD? Yes. So with the AD Manager Plus functionality, is going to be able to detect all the inactive users on your AD. So it's going to detect that.
Okay, so there's this question that says then, does it provide MFA or integrate with MFA platform like the RSA?
Yes, it does that. I presented that, I showed that during the presentation. So it helps you, it provides MFA or integrates with RSA and other multi-factor authentication platforms too. So it does that. Does it handle session recording? No, it does not handle session recording. It doesn't handle session recording. So what it actually does is helps you to manage all your AD activities. It helps you to manage all your AD activities, helps you to report on the AD activities that is happening. It helps you to also automate all those processes. Instead of you doing them manually, it will automate those processes. So that's what it does. It doesn't do session recording.
Okay, so I have this question from one of our attendees here. He said, can we get a banner for AD360, SDP, and Desktop Central? Yes, you can actually get that. Just drop a mail. Can you just send a note to me on this request? Then we will know how we attend to your request. Thank you. I think we have one other question coming from. Okay, I think that has been tweeted.
That's been treated. Please, if you have any question, you can drop them on the Q and answer section or the chat section so that I'll attend to it.
Okay, we still have some few minutes, so we want you to drop your questions and so we can attend to all your questions. Okay, so I guess there's no further questions from listener. So at this point, we want to seize this opportunity to thank you for taking part in this ManageEngine Reseller webinar 2021. It's been a wonderful series of webinars. We thank our partners for taking time to come and attend this webinar. We also, let me just give an overview of what I've actually done over the few days that we started this webinar. So on the first day, we tweeted a solution called Desktop Central. So like I said, we are actually using one stone to kill a series of beds. Like I said, 5 beds. So Desktop Central, we treated Desktop Central on the first day, which has about 5 modules. We have the patch management, we have OS Explorer, we have Remote Access Plus, we have the Access Explorer, we also have MDN Plus in the Desktop Central. So these solutions can actually stand as can actually be sold as a standalone solution. So and also the second day we had help desk solution, which is focuses actually on Support Center Plus and SDP. And also, we actually have try to differentiate what Service Desk Plus does, and also what Support Center Plus actually does. So we gave an illustration that with Support Center Plus, you can manage your clients, your customers. You want to get query from your customers, right? While Service Desk Plus is being used in-house, you want to resolve incident in-house. You have your technicians trying to resolve this incident in an organization. So the SDP is the one that actually is a solution that handles that. While Support Center Plus is a solution that is used to manage your customers or your client requests from this, and it's actually focused on. It's actually used by IT services company, but most of this company that does after sales activities. And I gave an example of a client that we should focus, that we should sell Support Center Plus, which are the telco companies and the ISPs. The ISPs are people that can actually use Support Center Plus. So, and also the last day, which is the 8360, like I said, we've just discussed that. We've seen what a 8360 can actually do. And we now see that we have about 5 to 6 solutions that is actually embedded in this 8260. So in all, it implies that we've created about 12 to 15 solutions in of ManageEngine solution right now. So it's important that you take this as opportunity for you to be able to pitch this solution to your client. And also, if you feel that you need our assistance in pitching this solution, you can reach out to us too, and we'll be glad to ensure that is done to you. All right, so I got a question from Mr. Valentine saying that when is the IoT webinar going to be organized? Okay, so we're going to reach out to you and let you know the exact date for the IoT webinar. So I got a question here. Okay, it said, please do a recap. I just joined. That's from Mr. Chinedu. Okay, Mr. Chinedu, not to worry about that. We're going to share a video and a link for this webinar to every registered partner that is on this call. So you don't have to worry about whether you just join now. So we're going to send that to you, and also other material that is needed for you to be able to pitch the solution. So I don't know if there's any other. Okay, so I think that's all. So at this point, we want to say thank you to everyone that joined this webinar series. So we want to use this opportunity to let you know that Our next engagement will be training on implementation and configuration. So it's important. I will say that again, that you learn how to implement this solution, because that's the next phase that we in Entirety are going towards. We are trying to see how we can push this opportunity to our partner. We want you to earn more revenue in selling this solution. And the only way you can do this is for you to be able to know how to implement this solution, because at this point, you can actually bill your client on implementation fee. If you can deduce from that most of the quotes that you request for, we actually add implementation fee on this, because we are the one that do the implementation. But if you can implement, you decide the implementation fee that you want to bill to your clients. So I want you to take advantage of this opportunity that is coming up in September. So that will be shared to all our partners so that we can participate in the training plan. So I don't know if Anrika has any last comment, so we can call it a day.
So thank you everyone for making out your time to join this webinar session today. So I believe that you've already known how to sell or what to tell your client anytime you want to pitch the AD360 applications to them. And I also believe that you know who and who to target when trying to sell the applications. So the major key stakeholders that you need to actually target are the chief information officers, the IT auditors, the system admins. Those are the people you need to target. And also, you also need to know the business value of the applications. So you need to know the business value anytime you want to sell the application to your clients, so that they'll be able to understand what the application is all about and also try to fit it into their own business needs. So those are the things I would like to say. And if you have any other questions, you can send them to there's an email address that was sent to the chat. You can send them to henry.abonzi@trantait.com or channel@trantait.com, and those questions will be attended to. Thank you.
Right, that sounds interesting. Thank you very much, America. So at this point, we want to say thank you to everyone. Thank you to our partner that joined this webinar. We hope to see you in the next engagement, which is the reseller and training on implementation. Do have a lovely day ahead. Thank you, everyone. Bye.